Oh, you guys want to go? I forgot one more. I've got a couple more entries. You want to go with a couple more entries before the defense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys all familiar with the leg drag position?
Yeah.
This is a harder. This is the crazier you get with the entries, the more acrobatic you get into, the more dangerous you get. So this one is not as easy and simple as a cord guard. All right, you got to do some careful maneuvering, but it's a great addition to the end of the leg drag position. Let's say we're in an electric chair here, and you can't hit the electric chair, but we go electric stone on it. Now, if we go electric stone, that means the leg comes all the way through, and then he comes back, sits on my chest here, and then we end up in this position. And when we're in this position, we have two choices. We could hit him with the vaporizer here, we could roll, and then this is probably the nastiest leg lock on the planet, because there's a leg compression and it's a heel hook at the same time. All right? I used to think that no one can survive this until Hoyler survived it. Generally, most people will tap. So, if we're in this position, we have a choice. Easy pass, it's like an extra point. You choose an extra point, and we try to run it in for 2 points. You have a choice. There's no way he could stop the pass. But maybe I don't want to pass. Maybe I pass, and this guy has great guard recovery, great side control skills. And I already know that. And I'm like, man, if I pass, I'm going to do all of this for nothing. I'm going to be back in the guard. Or maybe stand up or whatever, right? So I would way rather roll and just finish it. But if he smells the roll out and he holds on to me, now I can't roll. He already knows what I'm trying to do. So that leaves me with, I used to only have one option, was to pass. You just let go of the lockdown here and then you pass. Can't stop. I had the lockdown in. Now the leg drag position is the same thing, except there's no lockdown. We're just here. This is the position you get into when you're passing the guard. When you hit a leg drag, sometimes the pass is easier to do when you stop halfway. Instead of leg dragging here and jumping in with the leg drag, sometimes with that leg drag, his leg's already coming over, so you're going to hit the leg drag and then he's just going to recover. So sometimes it's better to leg drag right here, settle him down, and then pass. You guys follow me? Like leg drag halfway, settle his hips down, and then pass. Instead of trying to do it all at once, when you do it all at once, high-level guys, in their DNA, as soon as they feel this leg's already coming over. So, you know what I mean? So like leg drag after leg drag, they're just pummeling over. And if you have the proper guard recovery, in this case that, bringing the leg over, whatever that move is called, it's like an omoplata, really. It's hard to beat that. You know what I mean? Because think about it. You can get to a point where you can't get hit like the guy's trying to punch you in the face, and you just get to the point where you just see it coming. Those big wild right hands, like after you train and striking for so long, it's going to be hard to get hit with a big, super fast wild right hand, and that's fast. This is way slower than a big right. You see it coming, boom. So that reaction, when you watch Keenan trying to pass Hapa's guard, he just couldn't get past this. He tried to leg drag this way. If I try to leg it, he just can't get past that. Do you understand? Grabbing the leg and pulling it is 100 times slower than a big overhand right. So when it comes to reactions, man, that's why it's so hard to pass guard. Because the guy on top does something that's way slower than a punch, and all you got to do is react. You understand? If you train your reactions right, it becomes the guy on the bottom has an advantage in a sense that he's on the bottom and that's not good. It's better to be on top. But he has the advantage if the game was just guard passing, and if you can't pass my guard, I win, he has the advantage. Like if that was the game, we're going to play guard passing championships. And the guy on the bottom, all he has to do is not get his guard pass, and he wins. The guy on the bottom has the advantage. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. But in a real tournament, the guy on the bottom is going to lose. Anyways, even if he